Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I'm gonna review this interesting product from Carpuride. It's a 9-inch touchscreen multimedia unit that adds wireless Android Auto and CarPlay to any car. I personally own the Ford Focus 2016 that doesn't have an infotainment system, so I used to always rely on my phone to navigate and play media, which is not ideal in most cases. But with the Carpuride W901 Pro, now I have a 9-inch touchscreen instead of my phone's 6.7 inches display and a better interface specifically designed for cars with bigger icons that makes it much easier to navigate while driving. This unit before discount costs $390, but there is a massive back-to-school sale between the 25th of August to the 10th of September, which will give you $120 discount plus extra 30% off when you use the promo code BAG30. So you can get it for only $189, which is noticeably cheaper than what you pay to your car's manufacturer to add the same functionality. And if you missed this offer, you can use my special promo code INDEPTH, which will give you 15% discount on whatever price currently available. So let's take a closer look at the Carpuride W901 Pro and put it into action. Let me start by showing you how it works. I will do this indoors to help you see everything clearly. Then I will test it in the car and show you the different mounting options. For me to do this, I will connect it to a car's cigarette lighter converter that I can use at home, and I will connect the power adapter already included in the box. And let's start now and see how long it will take to power up. It took about 8 seconds to finish booting up, which is pretty fast. Now let's go through the menu, and the first option is called iPlay, which is the one you're gonna use with your iPhone's CarPlay, and the same one for Android Auto, and both support wireless connection. You can also mirror your iPhone's screen to the unit using the AirPlay feature, and it works wirelessly. The same for Android, you can mirror your Android screen, but unfortunately it requires a cable and it doesn't support wireless connection like the iPhone, even though you still can use Android Auto wirelessly on your Android device without an issue. After that, you have the EQ, which will allow you to adjust the sound, and you have different presets to choose from with a toggle here on the side to activate the loud sound. Then you have the Bluetooth option, which will take you right away to the Bluetooth settings to connect your phone wirelessly. Then you can attach a USB flash memory or an SD card to the side of the unit, which is something I'm going to show you later, and this will allow you to play media offline. Then we have the transmit option, which will allow you to play the sound coming out of this device to your car stereo, and here you have multiple options. The first one is the FM transmitter, so if your car is old and it doesn't have Bluetooth or any auxiliary port, you can use the FM transmitter, or you can also do it via Bluetooth. And the third option is to connect an auxiliary cable to the side of the unit and then to your car, which will also do the same thing, but with a wire. Then we have the settings menu, and here you can adjust the device language. You can activate the built-in speaker of the Carpuride if you don't want to use your car stereo. You have a toggle for the right drive. You can reset it to factory settings, and finally the system version. After that, we have the wired link for the iPhone and Android. Then we have the Wi-Fi settings. And finally, the rear view camera settings. So if you have one, you can connect it to the unit using a port on the side and then adjust the rear view camera settings from here. But unfortunately, I don't have one to show you how it works. And finally, on the top, you have some quick shortcuts like adjusting the volume. And here you can adjust the media and navigation volume separately, which is nice. After that, you have the brightness. You can set it to auto brightness if you want, but for the purpose of this video, I will keep it on manual brightness. And lastly, you have a button to change the background, and it will give you about 2 options to choose from. And this is how it works. Now let's connect it to my iPhone and Android Auto to show you the experience you get with this device. So here's my Android phone, and let me show you how you can connect it to the unit in just a few seconds. All you need to do is to go to your Bluetooth settings and also go to Bluetooth here on the unit, and you will see the name over here. Just search for it and then tap. It will take a few seconds, and then you will get the pair confirmation. Tap on pair, and it will automatically trigger Android Auto without you doing anything, and it will take you to the welcome screen, and you are good to go. Now you have Android Auto in your car. Now let's go through the menus really quick to see how it works. On the left you have the maps, on the right you have some shortcuts for the navigation and also the music widget. And then you have the apps menu where you can access all your apps from here. You have also a Google Assistant shortcut, which is a really nice feature. Let me show you how it works. Navigate to Dubai Mall.
Navigating to Dubai Mall. Dubai Mall may be closed by the time you arrive.
And as you see, it works flawlessly, and this is one of the best features you will get with Android Auto. And then you have some quick shortcuts for some apps like the settings, the phone, music, and maps. Here you can check your notifications. You can see your signal strength and your phone's battery. You can clear the notifications from here. And you have a lot of things to do here with Android Auto, which I'm not gonna go through, but you got the idea. Now you have a very nice feature in your car without the need to pay a fortune. Now let's give it a try with the iPhone, and I will do exactly the same thing. I will go to the Bluetooth settings, same on the device, and then wait for it. And you will see Carpuride over here. Tap on it and confirm the pairing. I will allow the access, and it will take some time to give me the CarPlay notification. So I'm gonna use CarPlay. And you'll see here, now CarPlay is activated. And it has pretty much the same layout as Android Auto. The maps on the left, you have the upcoming destinations here and the music widget, some app shortcuts here on the side, your phone's battery, the app list button, and you can also tap and hold on it to activate Siri. Play music.
To do that, you'll need to be online.
So it says that I'm not online because I don't have a SIM card inside the iPhone, but it works well. I tested this behind the camera, and here is the list of apps. You have the settings where you can adjust the appearance, you can add different widgets, different layouts to your home screen, and so on. Now let me show you what you get in the box. You get the device itself, the power adapter, 2 different holders, the user guide, and an auxiliary cable. Now let's take a look at the ports. On the side you get the power input, a USB port that you can use to charge your phone at 10.5 watts. You can also use it to attach a flash memory or use it as a wired connection for your Android Auto and CarPlay. Then you have the audio out where you can use the auxiliary cable already included in the box, and it has a 90 degrees angle for easier usage. And then you have the camera input port if you have a rear view camera that you want to attach to the device. Then you have the micro SD card slot, and finally an external mic port. So if you want to use an external mic for better audio quality, you can do this as well. At the top you have the power button where you can use to quickly turn the device on or off. And now let's take a look at the different mounting options before moving to the car. You have 2 ways to attach the unit to your car's dashboard. The first one is the suction cup arm, and this is the most flexible option. It allows you to make it closer to you or further away. You can adjust the height or tilt it in any direction. At the bottom, you have a suction cup with a layer of adhesive to make things stronger. And if your car's dashboard is not straight enough for the suction cup to stick, you can use this base, which you can screw to your car's dashboard, or simply use the double-sided tape at the bottom after removing the protective film. To connect the arm to the unit, all you need to do is to align the hooks with the holes on the back. You can put it like this and then push it until you hear the clicking sound, and you are done. The second mounting option is to use the base, and this one is more solid and less wobbly while driving, but it's not going to give you the same flexibility of the arm. It only supports tilting and rotating like this. And you can attach it to your car's dashboard using this big double-sided tape that you're going to stick to the base and also to your car's dashboard. And you can attach it to the unit exactly the same way using the hooks on the back, and then push it until you hear the clicking sound. Like this. And this one is more solid. Now let's try it in the car, and I decided to use the arm to make the unit as close to me as possible, and the setup is pretty solid. When it comes to the sunlight readability, the screen is very bright and I can see everything clearly even with the sun directly pointed towards me, which is extremely useful. The microphone is also great. I tried it with Google Assistant and it picked up my words accurately, plus the recipient heard me clearly while making phone calls. Even the built-in speaker is surprisingly loud, so let's take a listen.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden road, but I'm a little stronger now.
So the built-in speaker is good enough if you don't want to use your car's stereo, but I decided to transmit the sound to my car via Bluetooth as far as I have the option, and it worked perfectly. So overall, I'm really impressed by the Carpuride W901 Pro. It's very easy to set up with multiple mounting options. You get wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. You can connect it to your car's stereo via Bluetooth, FM transmitter, or an auxiliary cable. It has a bright display even in harsh conditions. It supports a rear view camera. It's fast, reliable. It can charge your phone. Plus, you can connect an SD card or a flash memory for local media streaming. You get all of this for $189 in the back-to-school offer. I think it's a great deal and you shouldn't miss the opportunity. And if you did, don't forget to use my special promo code INDEPTH to get a 15% discount on all models. So that's pretty much it for today. That was my review for the Carpuride W901 Pro. Please let me know in the comments what do you think. But for now, thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video.